Many times our mind is so busy that we don't know how to take a decision. So during those times, it's good to make a small retreat. And when I say a small retreat, it's not going out to the nature or going away from your daily life, nothing like that. It's how to go inside ourselves to discover the silence that resides in our soul. And for this practice, for this retreat, we only need one thing, ourselves. And our willingness to want to feel and to listen to that silence. Oftentimes throughout the day, we pay too much attention to our thoughts. And one thought creates another thought, and this thought creates another thought. So really what we need to do is not to think more, or to think positive, or to think different. All those three different scenarios have one thing in common, the thoughts. So this is not a video to help us to think better, to help us to think different, or to help us to think whatever. This is a video to remember how does it feels the silence that resides inside our soul. Feeling is something that sometimes we are so much disconnected. We have pain, we have past traumas, we have difficult experiences. So we sort of lock those experiences like in a room that we don't want to enter. And we are scared of that room. So when we go back to the feeling, when we go back to allow ourselves to enter in that deep silence, we are not opening the room of those past experiences that we don't want to see. We are just remembering how does it feels, that space of freedom. The silence is not an empty silence, it's not a cold silence. It's a silence that feels warm. It's a silence that feels that we are free. It's a silence that allows us to feel that we are whole, if we can say that. So I'm going to stop talking. As we are saying, we don't want to create more thoughts inside of us. We want to go back to be connected to our own silence. I'm going to close my eyes, but that doesn't mean that you need to close your eyes. You can choose if you want to remain sitting down, laying down, with the eyes closed or open, doesn't really matter. And just take a second while you are sitting down or laying down to relax your body, relax your mind, relax your brain. Allow the space of silence between the words that I'm expressing to help you to relax. This is a moment to enjoy the freedom that resides inside of you. So let's allow ourselves to feel that we had been looking for, to feel this silence. And while you are sitting down in this relaxed pose, try to feel that you are suddenly sitting down by the desert. And the only thing that you can listen is to the sound of the wind. And the deeper you go, the deeper you try to listen to the silence in the desert, the more you are connected to the silence inside of you. Allow yourself to feel the desert, to feel this expanded space, to feel the freedom of having no distractions around, and listen to that wind passing by. And if you have some thoughts, that's totally fine. Try to offer those thoughts to the wind in the desert. We are not our thoughts. Thoughts are part of our human existence. Just allow these thoughts to go with the wind, while you continue listening to the chanting that is created by the movement of the wind. Deeper and deeper. We can feel that in the movement of the air, there is some wisdom. Because after the silence, we are able to discover the wisdom. This is a space where we are not paying attention to our thoughts anymore. Enjoy this space and be aware to offer any thought that arises to the wind. Listen. There is no need to rush. The more we listen to the silence, the more time stretches. And you can continue listening to the sound of the silence in the wind for as long as you want. And for the matter of this video, for those of you who want to stop for a second, we can open our eyes. And even when our eyes are open, we can continue listening to the sound of the silence that resides in the wind of the desert. And throughout the day, you can do this practice just 1 second, but many seconds throughout the day make a great silence inside of you. Tell me down below in the comments, how did you like this practice? How do you feel? And don't forget to share this practice with someone that you know will benefit from it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining this video class today and for making the world a calmer world.